Okay. So this is a device that when I got it back in 2005, I loved it. I absolutely enjoyed it. I think I actually brought it to school once without permission. Of course, nobody ever found out. But anyway, these days I don't like it anymore. It's just too basic. It doesn't even have a color screen. It's just a typical calculator LCD. Nothing more. And it doesn't fare well with the date and time. Yeah, it seems to have lost all my settings. Stupid piece of crap. It's probably the closest to one I have. Of course, now it's being a pain. I don't have the actual stylus for it, but I have several styli lying around. Of course, now it's being a pain. It has a lot of, really seemingly unnecessary. What is the date and time? Come on. It must be the 23rd. Because now it wants to be stupid. I don't even think it's Y2K compliant, because it does not have... It isn't Y2K compliant. Not year 2000 compliant, for those of you who don't know what it means. And it is not 1202, it's 847. Of course, this thing's a complete pain. Of course, now I'm going to have to enter all my stuff in, but it's got a phone book, it's got a password function, it's got a world time function, it's got an alarm function, a calculator. Why won't this thing is so unresponsive? A schedule, a place for web addresses, birthdays, currency, homework. What is it doing? And even a really simple game that I'll show you in a second. And of course you've got your date and time functions. Now this thing is completely stupid. The touch membrane is completely unresponsive. And if you try doing it with your fingers are way too big for the freaking keys. I think it's grown a lot more unresponsive. You can see that I've been tapping it quite well. At least on the numbers. Doesn't have a quick little calculator function. Fine. Stupid thing. It's really unresponsive, and sometimes you tap it and it doesn't do anything. So you tap it harder and it gives you twice. Stupid. So it keeps the date and time sometimes, but if you leave it off for more than a week, it'll lose its date and time settings. I don't know why, it just does that. I want to enter my phone numbers. Okay, I'm going to enter my phone number. That's the space key. Just that little piece of junk there. There is absolutely no way that this can communicate with anything but itself, because there's no external... It's just a cheap dollar store piece of thing. But for 2005, this was all the rave. Respond to me, you piece of junk. Okay, I'm going to have to not show you. Stupid thing. Some keys are... I'm not going to enter that. So my phone number is now entered in here. I can't show you that. You did see part of it. You can enter a password. No, I don't feel like doing that. It does have a little simple world time function. Stupid thing. And this thing is really unresponsive. The key combinations on this thing are completely fake. Stupid. What are you doing? Rio de Janeiro. Mid-Atlantic, Azores, stupid thing, London, Paris, Paris, fuck, stop this, Cairo, Moscow, Dubai, and various others. I'll set the alarm to 7:30. Turn it off. I don't want this thing blaring at all. Gosh. There. So we'll turn that off. Don't want this thing blaring for a while. And then, like I showed you, the simple calculator, schedule. I won't even enter that because then I'll just waste my time. Address. Is there any way to get... Oh, I'd imagine it's not capable of small... So now, of course, YouTube is entered into there. I don't know why it can't use... Oh, I know why. Sunset. Birthday, I will enter my birthday in there. I did have a whole bunch of birthdays in here at one point. Piece of crap. Why are you doing this to me? I find that absolutely hilarious. But of course, that is today. 0, 1, 2, 3. Anyway. Of course, when I want it to do double numbers, it doesn't do it. Ah, fine. So now my birthday is entered into there. Currency. Simple currency conversion. So apparently that's fine, so we enter 6. So we'll see what we come up to. 6. Come up to 30. Homework. I have no homework. And a simple game here that is really hard to play. Level 1. Stupid thing. Move. Asshole. The goal is to get rid of all these... Move. Stupid. I can't win this. No. Of course it won't move. I got 11. Yay. Oh, whatever. Off you go. And I'm back on again. So it's a really simple PDA thing. It's not really that full-featured. When the unit functions erratically, there's something wrong with this thing. It seems to be clearing itself randomly for whatever reason. It resets itself and clears the data. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but must be something wrong with the firmware chip that's in there, if there is even a firmware chip in here. I do plan on some point taking this apart and seeing what's inside.